Hello everyone, Charles.walhingford, and this video is about the definition of a true watch collector. This is not to tell somebody that you can't be. This is more telling somebody that this is what it takes. I'm not excluding some people purposely, but some people are going to exclude themselves. All right, let's get started with the first elements of a true watch collector. Intelligence. A true watch collector is an intelligent person, and sometimes intelligence comes in different fashions and forms. It absolutely does. One thing of intelligence, and this is intelligence, is an eye for detail. Now, that doesn't seem like it's intelligence or aptitude, but you ever met somebody who was detail-oriented that's stupid? It's not intelligent. It didn't have their things together to put their ducks in a row correctly, and then they fail. I've never seen that. And that's a certain kind of intelligence. And you have to be detail-oriented. Oh, believe me, I know a lot of you are detail-oriented. I've faced a lot of scrutiny because of your detail-oriented mindset. And that's a good thing. And that's what these watches are. These watches can't work. These mechanical watches can't work without everything going right at the same time. And we love that. We absolutely love that. Now, the next part of intelligence is aptitude. Some of these people in this world don't have the ability to understand how these cogs and wheels move. A person has to have the aptitude for engineering, the aptitude for physics, aptitude even for chemistry. You want to know why some metals are stronger than others, or why we want to have jewels inside of our watch instead of outside of our watch. That is what a watch collector cares about. I have never have I had anybody say, where's the watches with the jewels on the outside? Where's the watches with the jewels on the bezel? The diamonds, the iced out watch. Never has that happened. Why? Because we all know that's not what's important. Also, intelligence of understanding the world, understanding their city, state, or area that they live in is a small part of this whole world. A lot of times, if we're into watches, where are our watches from? Usually not from the place where we're actually born or where we currently live. Switzerland, Germany, other countries might be England, United States, Japan. Why do we have these world time watches? Why do we have these GMT watches? Because you're a watch collector. That's what watch collectors want. And we love complications, and that's another complication. And complications, again, go back to that intelligence of physics, engineering, and chemistry. Also, being a watch collector, you are a historian. You love history. One of the biggest arguments people say about a certain watch is it doesn't have the prestige. What is prestige? Prestige is history. Those producers, they did something extraordinary in the past. Not currently, in the past. And you have to know that. You have to want to know that. You have to thirst for more knowledge and history of your watch. Because your watch tells a story. And anything that's made the traditional way is historic because it harks back to what used to be. We don't need to have mechanical watches anymore. We all know a quartz watch is far more accurate than any mechanical watch, but we still like the mechanical watch. We still came back to the mechanical watch after the quartz crisis. Why? Because we can't help it. We're historians. We like the tradition and the history behind our watches. A watch collector is conservative and practical. We like tradition. We like things that have been done before, that are tried and true. And then we also don't make rash decisions. Our serious watches are watches that we like. What do they look like today? They might look no different than years ago. See Rolex. We are practical animals, practical individuals. We do things that make sense. And it makes sense that we spend this much money on something that's going to last for a lifetime. An absolute lifetime. Look at Patek Philippe's slogan. That slogan is all about being practical. Though it's very expensive, that's the reality. Those watches can be passed on from generation to generation, and they say a lot about that person. Anything that's made the traditional way is expensive. If that's the case, you have to have the money to afford it. I know that a lot of you can't afford certain watches, but the point of it is, if you have all these things lined up for you, you're into history. You have a certain amount of intelligence. You're a detail-oriented person. Money's going to come your way. Believe it. It takes time, but money's going to come your way. But watch collecting does require a little bit of money. And I'm being coy, really. It requires a lot of money. So, is there anybody who is excluded from this? There's plenty of people who are excluded. There's plenty of people who don't have this, and who don't have it right now. Years ago, when I had my Kenneth Cole, when I had my Fossil, when I had my Guess, I was coming out of it. I was slowly coming out of it when I had my Invictus. No, you're not a watch collector, because when I start doing research and really truly getting into it, I stopped wanting to buy those watches. Maybe you're not a watch collector right now, and you're about to be, and there's no certifications, there's no license that says you're a watch collector. And what is this all about? Why would I even have this video? This video is the groundwork, is the basis for some other videos I have coming out. And I want this to be the standard video where I'm going to refer to quite often about who is a watch collector and what watch collecting is. So that is the basis of this video. It's not to exclude individuals, it's to include those who you should be listening to. I'm Charles.walhingford. Watch collecting is how I spend my money.